Mastercard did a survey of 1,000 people to figure out what they care about the most. Nude images online or their personal bank information being leaked on the internet. And the results, in my opinion, are a little shocking. So according to the respondents, 77% of people are concerned about the security of their financial information. So they're more concerned about their information being leaked online. 55% who are the most worried about leaked nude pictures. 59% are worried about their home being robbed, and 62% about an email hack. So 77% of the respondents are like, no, our financial information being leaked online is more important.
It's totally more important.
It
Are
is.
you out of your mind?
I know, but here's the thing. Here's how I would want this.
I don't agree.
What?
Here's how I would want this survey conducted. All right, survey 1,000 people, that's fine, men and women. Then separate the genders and ask them how they would feel, right? Because I would argue that if you're surveying women, the numbers would be a little different.
I think you should also further separate it between growers and showers.
I don't know what that means.
Yes, you do.
Maybe.
Okay, the showers I'm pretty sure about. The growers?
Growers and showers, man. Like, okay, would you mind if your photos were leaked online if you had a huge hard cock?
Oh, okay.
Or if you just stepped out of like an icy bath? Big difference.
I see. Okay. Now, I think the other thing you just separate out is young versus older, okay? Because I feel like the young will be like, oh, yeah, you want to see the inside of my anus? Of course, I'll Instagram it.
I
right?
believe the exact opposite. I believe old
think
people
so?
don't care.
No,
They're old. They're like, great, you want to see me naked? Here it is.
Yeah, well, if you're at a gym, that's totally true, because I've never seen anyone above the age of 65 wear anything
They don't
inside
care.
a locker room.
They just don't care.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, dude, I mean, what difference does it make? Here's, and
Children are worried about being caught naked. Like grown-ups
I think the people in the middle, married, whatever, they care. But I mean, like on Snapchat, isn't everybody showing their junk? Like, is there anyone on Snapchat who hasn't sent a picture of their junk?
There are a lot of people on Snapchat that use it for like ridiculous, irrelevant snaps. The majority of people I see on Snapchat are doing that. But look, the reason why I care so much about the genders is because if a dude has a nude picture of himself online, whether his cock is hard or not, it doesn't matter. Like
I would argue it matters.
I would argue it matters to the dude.
This is how it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in terms of his career and his life.
Oh, yes, it does.
I don't think so.
Really?
I don't think it matters as much as it does for women.
Oh, listen, every single one of us out nowadays, man, woman, whatever, everything that's online about you is put through algorithms. And if it comes up, there's a cockpit for this guy, you're not hired.
I haven't heard a single story of a dude getting fired because of his nude picture. I haven't heard a single story of a guy being extorted because he sent a nude picture to a woman and she said, I'm going to put this online unless you give me what I want.
Well,
You don't think that's happened?
I don't think that's
Well,
happened. Maybe it has happened, but it doesn't happen. It does not happen as often as women.
The story we did right before this was a guy being extorted because there's nude pictures of him.
No.
Now, that was by another guy.
That was by another guy. And also,
And women
that
are not
story,
vindictive enough to do something like that to a guy.
Okay, all right.
Also, that story involved sex acts. It didn't involve one guy taking a nude picture. It was a guy who was paying gay dudes to have gay sex. Okay, so that's different.
So I hear you on all that, but the reality is that there's not that many people interested in looking at the guys'
That's
pictures.
what I'm trying to say.
So
Thank you.
that's why, like, if there's a nude women's pictures, everybody's looking.
Thank you.
And then that has the effect of, well, then I guess we're gonna have to fire you after we all looked at it, right? So then why'd you look at it? And I'm with you on all that stuff. So to me, on the personal information, it depends. If somebody's got my info and then they could tap into my account and take the money out, then I care a lot, right? But if it's just like they release what's in my bank account, okay, he has this much money. No, I'd much rather they did that than show naked pictures
I'm
of
assuming
me online.
financial information is they've hacked you and they can now get into your account.
okay.
Not saying,
Just
made $86,000 last year.
Yeah.
Right.
That
So that you
doesn't
don't
matter.
care about.
Not at all.
Okay, good.
I don't
That
want
makes
my
sense.
bank account. I would rather have a nude pic go out than a bank account. First off, you want to see me nude, good for you.
Right, exactly.
Good for you. I don't want to see me nude.
Yeah, of course. Are you kidding me? If the picture is not flattering, that guy is going to be so much more decimated, right?
That's right.
Than anything else, including women in whatever.
Oh, really?
I don't
Oh,
know.
yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So people are going to say,
Absolutely.
haha, you have a small cock? Like, oh.
Yes, That's what
Wow,
I said.
wow.
Hey.
Whereas women have been freaking fired from their jobs or their careers because there's a nude picture of them online. Who cares if someone says your dick is too small?
I know, but that's because they're not looking at the dick picture. But if they were, they'd probably get fired anyway, and then everybody would make fun of their small cocks.
I would think you would get fired for
no.
the same issues a woman would get fired for naked pictures. Are you
Yeah.
saying that's
No.
not
I never.
happening?
But you know why? It's exactly what Cenk mentioned. No one cares about a nude picture of a dude, right? So you post it, people aren't searching for it, people aren't sharing it. You put it on one porn site, it's not going to get shared on 28 other porn sites. It doesn't work that way. With women, there's like an obsession with nude pictures, and it also puts their credibility in question. So many teachers have gotten fired because the administrators will be like, well, I don't know if the students are going to take you seriously now that there's a nude picture of you online. It happens all the time.
Yeah, it does happen more often, but again, for that same reason. Okay, so we asked a poll. I'm curious what you guys all at home think. The survey shows that people would prefer to have their naked photos leaked online than financial info. Which would you rather have exposed? And 62% say nude photo, 38% say financial info. So assuming that it says what's in your bank account, what would you rather have, Jimmy? Would you rather have your dick or your bank account?
No, definitely my dick. My dick looks like many others. My bank account has some problems.
Oh, see, that's interesting. See, that's exactly what I was getting at here, because I think the guys who have either a little money or a lot of money are going to be more worried about the bank account.
It's not about the
Right.
amount of money. It's about the things that I've spent my money on. I wouldn't want other people to know.
Oh,
and I'm-
yeah. So me, I lead a super boring life, and I have a super boring bank account.
Yeah.
Like, it's not in any extreme. It's just there, and I'm like, release the fucking hounds. Who cares,
Really?
right? And then
You don't put your massages on your bank account, Carter?
Way too savvy for that, Jim. Way too savvy. All cash. Okay, no, but seriously, I don't want nude pictures of me online. I don't know. It's uncomfortable. It's even if it was flattering, even if people are like, Jesus, he's a fucking monster.
Everyone you know
Right,
is
it's
gonna
still-
see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Who cares?
Really?
Who fucking cares? Somebody wants to see me naked? Get over yourself. Who gives a shit?
Wow, that's interesting. You don't care. You're almost looking forward to it.
Well, it depends if it's a flattering shot or not. But look, I think what we'll discover in the next 20 or 30 years in how our culture changes, and it's already changing, is
Yes.
that people are going to lose a lot of the stigma about nakedness and sex. Because if, Mr. super wealthy billionaire Republican out there is getting blackmailed because someone, shot all over his face and captured a picture of it, well, it's probably happening to everybody.
Probably happening to
Probably.
everybody.
In one way or another, everybody does it.